Tommy's injury certainly was a setback. But the bond that these two kids have is really strong. And although only one of the Heartbreak Kids was out there in the second half, Tommy's spirit was with him, and I believe...
You here for Mr. Matthews?
The hoodie gave it away?
He's stable. But we're only allowing family to go back right now.
That's great, because he's my brother.
I'm proud of what he's accomplished this season.
I think there's only one individual on everyone's mind tonight. This one is for my brother, Tommy Matthews. You think that's something? You should see it in person.
Oh, man. That's so cool. Thanks so much for coming and bringing this.
You kidding me? I wouldn't miss this for anything. Coach and the guys sent their best. They waited as long as they could, but no one knew when you might wake up, so they had to catch their flights back. I told Coach I wasn't about to split up the Heartbreak Kids, so I stayed behind. Make sure you're all right.
Thanks, man. I'm just glad you're here.
But hey, they did leave you the trophy. They wanted to make sure you had it when you woke up. How are you feeling, buddy?
Like a sack of crap.
It's funny, because that's exactly what I was going to say you look like.
Hey, man. Promise me one thing.
Anything.
That you'll come back next year and make it win the championship. Together.
Next year? You know I will, brother. Together.
Doc said I shouldn't overdo it.
She said what caused all this?
Yeah. Something about the stress from my filthy roommate leaving his dishes lying around the apartment. She said if it weren't for that, I'd be the pinnacle of health.
Please.
Hey, seriously. You gotta start cleaning up after yourself. It's ridiculous.
Really? Right now? Is that him? He's an hour early. Coach?
Don't look too disappointed.
No, I was just expecting Tommy. Come in. Care for a cupcake?
No, thanks.
So, you here for the party?
No, give me a minute.
Okay, Coach.
Actually, I'm here to talk to you about next season.
Yeah, sure, talk away.
It was something you said at the start of the season earlier. It really stuck with me. It's
something good, I hope?
Well, it was something you said about treat your men like your beloved sons, and they'll follow you into the deepest valley. And that really got me. It got me thinking about the way I treat you boys, and I wasn't being fair to you, and Tommy for that matter, or the team.
Wow, Coach, I really appreciate that.
All that being said, I wanted to go into the off-season with everyone on the same page. I figured the best way that we could do that would be to announce a starter. Tommy's gonna be our starter.
But how could you possibly make that decision after the title game? Is Tommy even gonna be able to play?
Yeah, I spoke with his doctor. Valve replacement surgery was great. He's gonna be right as rain.
Just don't understand.
I know this is hard for you. It's hard for you to process, and I hope you believe me when I say that I take no joy in making this decision, but I stand firmly behind it because, frankly, Tommy's a better fit for the offense.
Well, what does this mean for me?
means that you are at a monumental crossroads in your life, and you've got two choices. You can enter the draft, and based on what you did last year, I'd say you'd be lucky to get picked in the third round. But realistically, you're looking at a late-round selection, if at all.
Jeez, don't sugarcoat it for me.
Well, I'm trying to be open and honest with you from this moment forward. I'm giving it to you as I would my own beloved son.
And my other choice?
Well, the way I see it, you got too much raw athleticism to waste sitting on the bench. Your talent is a true gift. And it's one that I'm going to give you the opportunity to show it to the world.
And how's that?
You get to pick a new position on offense and get your Heartbreak Kids thing going back again.
Heartbreak Kids. Well, Tommy's already tried recruiting me to come back so we can win the title together.
Does that mean you're in?
Plus, he did switch positions once, and you see how well that worked out for him. Guess I can try too.
The Heartbreak Kids are back, baby.
Was he eavesdropping?
Always.
I'm not sure what's more strange, that interaction or the general cleanliness of this apartment.
Cupcake.
It wasn't an easy decision at the time, but I don't regret it for a second. Of course, everyone's first thought was, where am I gonna play? It felt good, telling everyone I was sticking around and Tommy and I were gonna play together. The next question was, did it actually work out?
Pretty drastic turn of events for Coach O'Brien's program. I mean, the defensive pantry has been pretty much left dry with most of that elite unit having bolted for the NFL. But today, Coach O'Brien revealed a new strategy, and I think it's kind of brilliant. Get both Heartbreak Kids on the field at the same time. I mean, it's really a brilliant move. Here's the deal. You got to get all of your talented players on the field at once, certainly if they're going to rely on the offense for a change to be the strength of this team if they're planning on making another run at it.
All right, Dan, show me what you got. Let's go.
Come on. Set. 70 Lions. Let's go. Oh, hey. 60 Eagles. Let's go. Ready. Cowboys. Ready. Cut.
We might be in for a long season.
Gotta say, I was surprised with the way you guys played that season, and especially considering you switched positions. Plus, Coach O'Brien really came into his own, leading you guys to the verge of the playoff.
Hard Rock Stadium, folks, it is filled to capacity. Everybody has been waiting for this college football Saturday, and we are just about set to get ready to rock and roll. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Miami Hurricanes. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
The tackle made.
And Charles, it still is kind of strange to look down there and think about Tommy Matthews handing the ball to his high school teammate who's now behind him at the running back position.
Yeah, and you have to just think to yourself, okay, what's the best way to maximize talent? And head coach Red O'Brien, well, he played both of them at quarterback last year. And now he says, let's get them both on the field at the same time. One of them has to accept that role. Tommy Matthews is the quarterback. As you said, handing off to his teammate. The Heartbreak Kids are back together. A little bit different role for them now in this season.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is into the end zone for an Oregon touchdown. A great effort there. 39 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. Well, for a kid that started his career as a quarterback, he certainly should. On 1st and 10, Matthews. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Number 10. It's a gain of 11. And it's third down.
On third down, Matthews nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it'll be a turnover. This is going the other way. First down, Matthews. He's going to loft one deep left, and that's caught inside the 30. Bring it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
Arnell Gibbons. Touchdown.
Play action. Matthews in trouble, and he's taken down.
A 10-yard loss.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Looking to throw on second down. Matthews. Now they go screen. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Number 10. A gain of 10 yards.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They wound up getting nothing out of that second down completion, so now here's third and 10. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's first and 10.
First down.
The Ducks come up now first and 10. From the gun, Matthews. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
It's a gain of 10.
A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Throwing on first down, Matthews. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A huge play there on the screen pass. 42 yards. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. Throwing is Matthews. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Oregon. LaShawn Parsons there to make the grab. And the Ducks have... First and 10. Matthews. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Oregon. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Ducks have... They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Breaks through the contact. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter.
38 yards.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. And now running right through him. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Down at the 33.
Now, we're seeing Matthews handing the ball off to his running back a lot more in this one. It kind of seems like Coach O'Brien has changed up his offensive strategy a bit for the national championship.
I feel like he's gone back to his defensive coordinator roots here, Brandon, because Coach Red O'Brien, as a DC before he became a head coach, he saw the game one way. Now he's seeing it a little bit differently. I think he took a step back and said he lost most of his own defense last year. They were dominant at times. Now he's trying to slow the tempo a little bit, establish the run, and take charge of the game and take charge of the tempo this way.
That third down conversion good for 23.
First down.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Second and 8.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for an Oregon touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put... Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Oregon.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, what a move. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Tackled at the 34-yard
line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 now.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming out.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Oregon. Quintez Anderson, 26 yards as his guys... They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
He's brought down at the...
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Matthews.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
First down.
Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he is into the end zone for an Oregon touchdown. A 23-yard run. And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. He lost 6 there on the first down play. 2nd and 16. Now a handoff here to his running back. A really solid performance against a ranked opponent as they add a big win to the left-hand column.
Want to talk about a story that's making the